have to bear with me on this one too, everybody that's watching. Live is a lot different than regular recording. So got a couple people in here. Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or something in chat here. Hey, Steven. I'm doing good. I guess you guys can hear me, so that's good. I'll go ahead and start as we kind of go through this here. Cool. Thanks, Jeff. There might not be a lot of people in here. It's in the middle of the workday, but they'll be able to watch this after the fact. So as the channel has grown, we have the ability to join as a member now. I'm just going to talk on this briefly for a couple seconds here. What that means is for $3.99 a month, you get your name in our end credits. After you make the contribution, moving forward, you'd be a YouTube producer for the show, and you'll also get a little special icon in the chat. If it goes well, we'll add more tiers in after the but still kind of figuring that out. A lot of this I'm still really kind of figuring out. But today is November 3rd, election day in the United States, and hopefully everybody gets out there and does what they need to do and stays safe in the process. But I was thinking I wanted to do a channel giveaway. I haven't done one in a little while. And how this is going to work is pretty much how my past ones have worked. Be subscribed to the channel, likes and comments on videos. So what this is going to entail is all the videos we have. I don't even know how many there are. They're all open. Hey, Lucas, how you doing? They're all open. So every one of them. Normally I go from just certain videos, but I'm opening up to every one of them. So if you've been a past contributor, those ones count, and it's going to be a random pick in the end for these things here. So there's going to be a couple key dates to note of. I got them written down, and I'm going to go off here and say what we have to offer for the channel. So again, if you're subscribed, you post comments and give likes on the videos, give them a watch naturally too. You have a chance to win one of these. So the first thing, which will be on November 9th, is a Matt-Trakker.com Lightswitch cover. Not the greatest prize in the world, but it's still pretty cool. I got one back there. It really helped solidify the shop behind me after somebody pointed out my Batman one didn't really belong there. So that's one way. I'll announce that winner on November 9th. Another thing you can win here is, you might have heard of this guy. His name's Brad Turner with his short mask. And we have Condor. The only thing with this one here is the clasp over here is broken, but it displays nicely if you just turn it the other way. All the changing mechanism works. It's a really good display piece. So Condor will be, I'll announce the winner for Condor on, let's see, I had it written down, but I'm going to change it. So we got the 9th. This will be the 16th. So first for Condor, we got the 16th. And then this one here, you might have heard of this one too. This guy, Miles Mayhem, right? You get Miles Mayhem and Switchblade. So on the 23rd, I'll announce the winner of this. And just, keeping in mind that these are not brand new out of the box things, but these have been in my collection for a long time. Keep in mind there's a little crack here in the canopy. Display is fine. And the rotor doesn't always stay down. So like you see, it's down now, but it might not do it. Still a good piece. So you have a chance to win that. The winner will be announced on the 23rd for that. And I'll ship anywhere. So keep that in mind as well. And then last, we got Matt-Trakker with his long mask. And then, I don't know, you guys might have seen this one here, Thunderhawk. This will be on, I'll announce the winner for this on the 30th. And after all the winners have been announced, I'll get everything shipped. I'd like to do it all at once. So this one here, it's in really good shape. It's missing a sticker up top. Sometimes the wing guns, which I think everybody knows by now, if you didn't watch the review of Thunderhawk that I did, these don't really stand all the time, but the transforming mechanism works really well. It holds up really well. Seat belts are intact. The wheels are intact. There's no rust. It's a really good display piece. Or if you have a son or a daughter that wants to play with it, you have the opportunity there. So yeah, we got a couple of things here. We got Switchblade. No bomb, by the way, for Switchblade. Thunderhawk with the figure. No bombs either. And Condor, which didn't have bombs. And the Lightswitch cover. And the Oliver figures. So this is my way of saying thank you to everybody that's watched, because I really do appreciate it. And said all you have to do is comment, go back to some past videos that you might not have seen, make some comments on them, and provide feedback even if you want, if that's what you want to comment with, because the feedback's important to me too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. After this is done here, it'll be up in the video display for the channel, and be able to go back and watch it if you need to. I'll also edit the description with some of this stuff in as well. And I'll also post, some of these elements here, where we have, so also, if you've watched my channel, you know that I'm terrible with names. So Arturo, I hope that's right. It could be any video, because what's going to happen is the comments, the way, I don't know if you've seen the back end of how YouTube comments work. You can see comments on a specific video, or you can see them spanning your entire channel. And that's what I'm going to be gauging it on, just as a reference. So, and also with the likes and being subscribed as well. Comment alone isn't enough, but be subscribed, give us a watch. Okay, good. Did I get your name right, by the way? I hope I did. So yeah, so I'll edit this, but we have, I think, pretty good lineup of some giveaways here. And if anybody has any questions, or good, thank you. If anybody ever has any questions about anything, always feel free to ask on the channel. Facebook Messenger isn't that great. Email's better, just for reference. Sometimes I don't see them right away. Lucas, yes, you've done a lot, so you probably have a good chance of winning something again. So it's, and I appreciate your comments, going forward and backwards. So greetings to you. I wish it was a little bit later here, so we could at least get some early results in for the election, but we still got to wait a little bit on that. But yeah, I hope you guys, like I said, I hope that this is something fun. I enjoy reading the comments. I enjoy the suggestions, the feedback, and I just wanted to give back a little bit, because I do care. And remember, if you want to be a member of the channel, get a producer credit, there's a join button on the channel or on any video that you watch. That helps go a long way as well. While we're on here, I got a little bit of time. Is there any random questions anybody has? Got a couple people in, so I can try to answer. I do have a 1:30. I have a 1:30 meeting for work, so I squeeze this in. And by the way, if you are watching or haven't really watched that many, I do work from here now for the most part. But luckily with Zoom, I can put a virtual background up, so I don't have this all going on behind me. So makes it a little easier I think it's, I work in corporate, so let's see. So yeah, I see that. Yeah, that video is going to be coming out soon on the MovieCast roster. And also stay tuned, because the newest installment of Talking Overtime, which I'm actually going to be editing later tonight, the one I do with Kerouac, we actually talk a little bit about the movie casting as well. We tried to like really be honest with it. So there'll be a little bit on there. Maybe some ideas too. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff, I work in corporate and I'm pretty high up. I don't make a lot of money doing it, but as an IT manager, I do a lot of I do a lot of meetings with outside clients and things like that. Sometimes I do put the Zoom background down, and people are like, oh, look at that. But I know those people. I can talk to them like that, like, and show them everything. But when you're trying to be professional, you gotta tone it down a little bit. So, but I was on a call the other day where I had the camera positioned a little bit more to this side, where the guy was like, "Oh, look at all the superpowers and the Marvel Secret Wars figures." He's like, "I had so many of those when I was younger." So it's cool like that, to talk to other people in the professional world, essentially. That once you let your guard down, so to speak, there's a lot to talk about. It's always, and that's why I like these conversations. What I've done them with other people in the past, with Martin, with with Lisa, with Kerouac. There's going to be a couple new cast interviews coming up too. One of them, I don't want to spoil it, but one of them is part of the giveaway. So that's all I can really tell you for the moment, but you can kind of imagine there. Hey, Martin. Yes, I see that there. I appreciate that. So right now, everybody signs up as agent level 1. Like I said, I'm learning this still, so I appreciate the the time. I'll think of some cool things to offer on that front, but again, I do have to jump off. 2 more minutes. Is there any other questions? Comments? I should probably eat lunch at some point too. No problem, Jeff. I appreciate you guys listening to me. So the question about the stuff on eBay, I don't think so, to be honest. One collecting tip I can give you before we close out here, and I talked about it in a couple of videos. Check the other eBay sites, eBay France, eBay Germany, etc. You'll see that a lot of them are kind of segregated to the certain areas, and a lot of times a seller might not say worldwide shipping, but if you ask, it doesn't hurt to ask. Sometimes they'll offer it. So if you're trying to find a hard to find item in the States, let's say like stiletto, if somebody over in Germany has one, and ask, hey, would you ship that to the United States? I'll pay the shipping, blah blah blah. So, just ask. Doesn't hurt. Hope that helps. But yeah, I gotta go, everybody. There's still some of those die casts up on eBay right now, $35 to $40, I believe. Not 100%, but there is one up. There are a couple up there. How would you feel if individual movies came out of it? That's an interesting concept. If about this team up here. I have to run, but I like that. I just don't, with the amount of time that's passed since anything tangible's happened, it'd be hard to do. You would almost have to have like origins intertwined in one movie, so to speak. So eventually they cross paths. I don't know if anybody ever played the game Dragon Warrior 4 on Nintendo. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The premise of it is that there's all these different stories that are interconnected at some point, and your characters eventually meet. That could be something to go along with, but it all depends on what angle they want to take. So it's an interesting concept. But everybody, I got to run. I'm late for the meeting, but I appreciate you hopping on. There'll be more details about this in a little bit. But again, thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.